guys, welcome to the video. Many of you may already know this, but I'm running August 753 right now. But I did do a little switch up to the training program, and that's just due to the fact that I'm on a caloric surplus right now and I want to make the most out of these gains. So I added another day, I added an extra day. August 753 calls for 4 days, so I added an extra day so that I can just work on whatever I want to grow that specific day. Basically just go in the gym and do whatever I want. And that specific day I'm doing mostly rear delts and back movements, just due to the fact that on my upper body days doing August 753 I only do 2 back movements on my upper body days. So I feel like I need a lot more volume working out my back. So that's what I'm doing, guys. Just wanted to keep you guys up to date. But let's get into today's topic. Now today's topic is going to be the fastest way to build muscle. Basically just some tips that I can give you guys to build muscle. A lot of people train the wrong way and it takes them a long time to build muscle. So this is going to be basically just some of my tips, some of the things that I think might help you out. So first thing is pretty obvious, and it's to make sure you're on a caloric surplus. And a lot of people, when they decide to go on a caloric surplus, they don't stay consistent with their caloric surplus. So basically, let's say they're 4 days on a caloric surplus, and then that 5th day they just don't feel like eating, or they're too full. They're just not staying on track. So just make sure 7 days out of the week you're staying on a caloric surplus, and that is going to help you tons. When I first started bodybuilding, I would do the same thing. I would slack off on a day or two because I was just too full. I couldn't eat anymore. But guys, trust me when I'm telling you, make sure you're on a caloric surplus every single day, and that is going to help you tons on your way to build muscle. Second tip, isolation work. Isolation work is something that a lot of people go into the gym and do, and that's all they do. But guys, make sure you're doing the big compound movements. Yes, isolation work is going to build muscle. There's no debating that. It is going to build muscle, but not at the pace that you guys think. Compound movements, the big heavy movements, the big boys, are going to build the most amount of muscle. So make sure you guys are starting with the compound movements on every single workout, and then you can go on to isolation work to put in extra volume into the muscle. Third tip, and I think this is really important, and it's for you guys to make sure you guys are having really good form at the gym. So let's say on the bench press, I see a lot of people at the gym bouncing the bar and using really heavy weight. If you guys control the weight down, if you guys actually control the bar down and stop right where it touches your chest instead of just bouncing it off your chest, that is going to break a lot more muscle fibers than if you just bring the weight down fast and just bounce it off your chest. So just make sure you guys are controlling it down and not letting it bounce off your chest, because you want to break down muscle fibers. That is the goal, to break down muscle fibers so that you can build muscle. So controlling the weight is going to be a lot more beneficial for that, instead of, you know, just bouncing it off your chest and trying to look cool at the gym, which is honestly not looking cool at all. You just look dumb because you're not lifting correctly. And something else that goes into that ego thing that I'm telling you guys about is hypertrophy work. A lot of people want to build muscle, right? So you go into the gym and then you start doing a really heavy weight that you could only do for like a rep or two, and you're not focusing on the main goal, which is building muscle. To build muscle, you want to stay on that hypertrophy rep range. So make sure you guys are doing anywhere from like 6 to 12 reps. Don't only do like 1 or 2 reps per set. Leave the ego aside. I know lifting heavy feels good. It's not all about just looking cool. It does feel good. I can't even lie to you guys. Lifting heavy, it's something that gets addicting at a point, but if you want to build muscle, make sure you leave that aside for a little bit and just focus on higher rep ranges, and that's going to help you build a lot more muscle than just doing 1 or 2 reps on the compound movements. Overtraining is something that's really debated in the fitness industry. A lot of people think there's no such thing as overtraining. A lot of people think that there is such thing as overtraining, and in my opinion, in my honest opinion, I feel like yes, there is overtraining. It gets to a point where your body isn't going to be able to recover from a workout as well as it would if you were just stimulating the muscle at your capacity. So guys, just make sure you're leaving the gym feeling good. If you feel like shit leaving the gym, that's a really big sign that you guys are overtraining. So just make sure that you go into the gym and you want to stimulate the muscle. You don't want to murder the hell out of your muscle. Doing so is going to just slow down the recovery process of your muscles, because like I said before, guys, you're tearing down muscle fibers. That's the goal. And if you're overtraining, it's going to take your muscles a lot longer to rebuild and recover and, you know, just repair those muscle fibers that it broke down. So just make sure you guys are training at your capacity. And lastly, guys, my last tip is frequency. It's obvious that the more you train a muscle, the more it'll grow. So just make sure that if you want a little extra push on muscle growth, that you're doing more frequency. So maybe train each muscle group twice a week or 3 times a week. But doing that, you also have to make sure that you're not getting in enough volume for you not to be able to recover for the next workout. So if you're training, let's say, legs 3 times a week, just make sure you guys have enough resting time in between workouts so that you can be able to recover from all that frequency. But yeah, guys, that's going to conclude the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave it a like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Laters.
Every day the pressure is on me.